Trae The Truth, a rapper and activist in Houston, came on this show at the lowest point in his life. Trey's 6-year-old daughter, named Truth, had been missing since August when her mother, who did not have custody, picked her up for a weekend visit and did not bring her back. Trey moved heaven and earth to find Truth and had help from the police, the FBI, U.S. Marshals, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and the Black and Missing Foundation. And here's what he told Jesse.
A lot of us over here are broken. You know, Truth right now, mentally, this is super damaging. The Truth don't have to deal with therapy. We don't even, honestly, none of us know what's going on in Truth's head, including her mother. And it's just not right. It's been going on too long. I tell everybody, do not approach them. Don't try and be a hero, because my baby's safety is first and foremost.
This was a heartbreaking story. Trey would give this interview to TMZ on December 12th of 2024.
As of now, she's been missing for about 4 months.
When was the last time you spoke to the mother?
Instantly when she took her, I was calling and blowing up the phone that whole night, and then part of the next day, and after that everything got disconnected, blocked, so she kind of just went off the face of the earth as far as emails, phone, social media. She abandoned her apartment, abandoned the car, so at this point that's what made it a scary situation, you know, because it's like now when somebody moving like that and you know they mental not right, I had to decide, do I keep it private or do I go public?
One should also remember it was just about 4 months ago when he stated this on The Breakfast Club.
Not to get too much into it now, I got primary custody of my daughter, so incredible. I just introduced her to a therapist. So, you know, it's a lot of different things that I gotta, you know, I'm still climbing. 6.
He spoke highly of the process, but it is revealing that he gained custody, and per Trey, the mother of his child essentially took her for a very long stretch of time. The battle was drawn out over 6 years.
What's her relationship like with Heather?
I mean, you know, I've been dealing with a custody battle for up to 6 years, man. So it's been a very up and down, stressful situation. But, you know, in my mind, it's always for doing what's for the best interest of Truth. And at the beginning of this year, they actually granted me primary custody, which it was shared custody, but she would get visitations on the weekend and she would get summer visits. And after I allowed Truth to go with her for the summer, the very first visit she had, which was August 16th, and I ain't seen Truth since.
And hey, just a quick break in the action. You should go subscribe to my new show, The Strom Show. I'm going to be interviewing people from sports, music, journalists, authors, sports doctors. It's going to be fantastic. Please go subscribe. Thank you. That last interview that you saw was when Trey decided to go public with the news that his daughter was missing. He would drop her off, give her a kiss, and say, "I'll see you Sunday." It turned into months of his child going missing. He said the kid's mother, whose name is Heather Cuevas, did not return her. According to News Nation, a felony warrant was issued for her arrest. Many agencies, as Ashley Banfield went over, took part in the search.
Now the sad part is to have to experience somebody being like, oh, well, technically it's not kidnapping because she's with the mom. But it's like when you went through what I went through for 6 years and I actually have custody and you came and took her, and not only did you take her, you flew her to a new city that same day and put a bunch of bogus charges on me. And if the shoes was reversed and it was me, I'm pretty sure them people would have came and got me and found me ASAP. It wouldn't be a question of, well, it can't be kidnapping because the daddy came and took it from the mom who had custody. I was in LA searching for my baby for the longest, to the point.
Do you think she's here in LA, or where do you think she could be?
She's from LA, and the private investigator spotted her and her mama moving my baby from spot to spot. They just ended up, after they caught her doing that, moving her spot to spot, they got video of it. The last time my baby was seen, she was coming out of somebody's house, and the investigators tried to follow, and she took them on a high-speed chase.
He would go on the record stating this, quote, "I can honestly say I'm completely lost. I've been through a lot of hard things in my life. Not knowing where your child is, not being there to protect your child is a different type of pain." Then, miraculously, this happened.
On New Year's Day, 2 weeks to the day after Trey made that plea, he picked up his phone to hear the words that he'd been praying for. Truth was found and she's safe. She was spotted in California near the Mexican border.
The Grio added more. Trey received a phone call from United States Marshals saying she'd been located in El Centro, California. That's about 20 minutes from the Mexico border. I am happy that she is found. It saddens me that the quotes that I've seen from Trey have basically said, like, there was reluctance when truth returned. And I can't imagine what she went through. I can't imagine what Trey went through. I can't imagine what their family went through. Let me just say, you know, my family pokes fun at my mom because she's sentimental at times, and she told me, you know, when my wife was pregnant, that you will never know a love like when you have a child. And when I first started reading this story, I was just hoping that she was okay. Just hoping. And then I thought about Trey, and I thought about the family and extended family who were just worried. Like, I worried if I cut up fruit small enough for my daughter to digest. I worry about her watching too much television. I worry about if she's getting enough sleep. You know, I worry about her falling. My life would be ruined. My life would be ruined. And it is true that you really don't know the feeling until you have a child. And God, I'm just so happy that she's okay, because this broke my heart. It broke my heart. Especially in the way that it allegedly happened. Hard, really hard to take in, really hard to watch. And through it all, you could see with the interviews that he gave just how distraught he was. Because you're also doing the right thing in this instance, as he's described, with a custody battle that was fought out for years. This is what was agreed upon. You entrust this person to care for that child, and then to see how they've described it as being in incredible danger, you know, that's got to be the second arrow of just you did everything right. It hurts that much more. So thank goodness she is okay, and I wish y'all nothing but the best from the bottom of my heart. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.